Next question is, so snapshots needs to be as big as the data that will change between the time it starts and stops. Yes, exactly. We need to reserve as much the capacity for snapshot as we expect the data changes. Of course, it is difficult to predict the amount of data during the day. In this case, we can statistically see what's going on in the company. Let's say you will see that statistically you create maybe 10 giga per day, so make it times 2, 3 or times 4, and then you will be on the safe position that your snapshot is supposed to be enough. You need to from time to time see the snapshot usage in the evening, and if you will see that it's 80 or 90%, it means you need to increase the snapshot volume. Okay, let us see whether this one. Okay, somehow I have problem with this volume. Somehow I have really problem with this volume. I don't know what happened. Let me answer next question by meantime. So snapshot needs to be okay. Next question: what happened when I start a replication on volume where database stored on, for example, Microsoft SQL server databases, and the data server is still running? Okay, so if you are using the database, then you can't start a snapshot in any time, because running database is mostly or rather guarantee inconsistent. So you need to find a time when the database is consistent. We have the option to use to start the snapshot externally from we have so-called API, and you can decide when to start the snapshot. That will be the point when your database is consistent. Maybe you will need to schedule a short maintenance time to shut down your database in the script, then start the snapshot from the script, and then restart your database. Or if there is any command to freeze the database for a while, then start the script which is starting the snapshot, and then continue to open your database. In such case, when you start the snapshot triggered by decision of the database, then your snapshot will be consistent, and then you can start the backup of your data. How to access the snapshot remotely? We have on our web article, so you can go to our web and download the article, and there is a step-by-step how to do it. So this will be under OpenE snapshots. Here there is a remote snapshot control with API in DSS. That's exactly this presentation. Okay, let me retry. Here there is some problem on this machine. Let me do it one more time. So new iSCSI volume, block IO, volume replication, and 50. Okay, I try one more time. When it will work, then it's okay. If not, then I will not retry, because this is a machine which I'm using in production, so I cannot check more. Okay, here. Let me answer the next question. So next question is there any impact on the performance of the system during replication and snapshots? Of course, when you start let's say 5 snapshots, then your writing speed will decrease, and you will notice this already. Maybe when you use 2 or 3 snapshots, then the writing speed will of course decrease, but probably you will not notice this because this speed decrease is minor. This is why we do not allow to create more than 10 snapshots, because if you have the 10 snapshots, the writing speed, it will be significantly already slower. That's the problem with creating plenty snapshots, but few snapshots, nobody noticed this. Reading performance is not affected by snapshots. Okay. Good, so that's so far all the questions I have seen. If somebody has a new question, then please write down. Now, let me see, now looks like we have the logical volume with 50 created. Finally. Let us select the destination here. Aha. Yes, that's the DSS. Okay. No, that's the DSS. Let me go to I need to go to the second server. And see if the volume is created already. No, unfortunately no, but I will not check it more because yeah, that's the not released version. Good. That if you want to go to step by step, then just go to our web. And again, in the OpenE replications, we have exactly step by step how to create volume replication over in the local LAN, even synchronous volume replication over WAN that you have here, exactly this presentation, or even with failover you have also here. That's the step by step. That's what I started to show, but unfortunately the second I didn't prepare the second server for today for the replication, and the one which I was trying has some problem and I can't solve it now. Okay, so if there is some more question, please write down. The question is where I can see recorded webinar. Yes, the recorded webinar will be available on our FTP. So I will send you the link after the session, and then you can watch the webinar one more time. Next question: would it help to do the data replication over another NIC to take the load of the network users are accessing? So the question is whether we can split the replication traffic to second NIC. Yes, of course. This is very easy, because if you replicate to the second NAS, then you can have the new segment, or put the second NIC in the second segment, and if you put the destination IP from the second segment, then automatically the replication traffic will go over second path. Same thing if you use iSCSI. The iSCSI will work over the certain IP, and then over this IP, if this is a dedicated IP for the iSCSI target, then of course this traffic will be totally separated over second NIC. So there is very easy way to separate the replication traffic. Okay, so far I don't see okay, there is one more question coming. The next question, how about cache data? So NAS header and RAID controller cache in case of DSS hardware failure. Okay, when we test our iSCSI failover, then in such a case we use a block I/O. It means we are not using a file system caching, because when you select for iSCSI volume file I/O, then we will create the iSCSI storage on a single XFS file. We are not using this for the failover because it is not reliable enough in case of power off. Block I/O is reliable enough in case of power off or some other problems, and because we are mirroring the data, so the RAID controller cache doesn't really matter, because every transaction which is written to the first one before committed, it is also written to the second one. So power off is not affecting of the RAID controller cache. It is very reliable. You can try, you can power off the primary server as many times you want, and you will see that the second server after failover has a status secondary active, and the applications will not notice the failure.